This time I got a Toshiba VCR in, and this one here, the complaint on this one is no picture, but it works on fast forward and rewind. So we're going to take this one apart and see if we can get this one going. This time I got a Toshiba VHS hi-fi machine. It says fast forward rewind works, no play. Okay, well, let's pull the top off this one first so I can observe any mechanical problems that it might be having before I even try anything else on it. Or the top, I should say. Oh, it's got tape in it. Okay. It's got Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland. Wonderful. I don't think we can show this. Well, let's just power it up and see what it does, if anything. Okay, power on. Doesn't appear to even be moving, does it? Rewinds nice and quick, that's for sure. Oh, that thing's fast. It's one of these hyperdrive machines that rewind the tape back in like less than a minute. Like that tape is just moving. Holy crap. They got really pretty good in the end there, you know, with this super high speed rewind. We'll just go into play and see whether there's anything here. I'm just looking at a blue screen, and actually I'm looking at snow. I wonder if the heads are just clogged. Well, we can of course just try the gold fingernail treatment on here and see whether the heads come back. I know when I get my hand near it, I'm getting interference from the plasma, but I'm not getting a picture. You got nothing but snow on search as well. I'm not getting a picture at all on here, so we're not getting any video from the machine. I'm curious whether it is a head that's clogged. I mean, this has got one of these disintegrating. I bet you that's what's happened. Look at this. The head cleaning wheel has just turned to mush, and that was still being pressed up against the head. So I'm wondering whether it's just contaminated the head so badly that it's just. I'm going to remove that thing first of all. Stop it for starters. Stop, and we'll shut it down so that we're going to remove this broken cleaner, because that is just going to leave a mess. It's all deteriorated, so that's got to go. I'm curious as to whether that's all that's wrong with this. Is it's just contaminated the head so badly, left the sticky residue on there. So let's just try getting some alcohol in there and see whether I can clean the heads, because it might just be that the heads have just been so badly contaminated that they don't want to come clean. Although the good old fingernail treatment should clear them. We'll just do it again. Get my fingernail on the back side here and just up against the back side of the drum until I find the head. There we go. Oh, you know what? It is. It's just the head so badly contaminated. That's all it is. I got a picture. Cool. And that's probably about all I can show of that. Because, you know, being a Disney tape and all, show one frame of it, you get hit with a copyright claim. But it's working, so let me just put a tape in that I can play. Eject. I'll put my tape in. So just badly contaminated is all that was wrong with this one, and it's just due to the cleaning wheel has turned to mush. They all got to come out. We'll give this a clean with alcohol. Get any residue left behind. Also do the audio control head. Oops, I'm tripping it. I'm triggering the optical sensors here. Oh, look at how dirty that is. Let's do the... This thing's a pigsty, this machine. Look at all the dirt. Holy crap. Yeah, the guides do get dirty. Looks like this machine's never been cleaned. Look at that. Oh, it'll work a lot better now. Okay, let's try one of my tapes. Okay, that one's working. That was a nice simple one. Completely clogged up head caused by the head cleaning wheel. So whenever you see one of those head cleaning wheels on any VCR, they really, there's a few exceptions. Sony on a couple of their high 8 machines used one that was like a plastic, almost like a plastic disc with like a plastic fan almost, with flat plastic blades stuck out, a number of them, and they would hit the head and clean it. They didn't break down. But any of these foam ones, they have to go, because as you saw, in this case, that head was contaminated really bad. And of course, every time you ejected the tape or loaded a tape, every time the mechanism operated, how they operate is when the guides move into place. It was activated by the take-up side guide. As it slid into place, there was a lever down here, and it pushed the lever aside, which operated like a little rocker arm and pushed that cleaning pad up against the head. The idea was good when they had it and everybody put a head cleaning wheel in, and they were fine for the first year or so, but after these machines had been around for a while, they just started to deteriorate. This one here is from 2003, so this machine is 20 years old. It's still working though, and this one could go on working for years. This would be a Funai made, I'm sure. This is a Funai deck, but these machines actually were quite well built. And I know people like to slam Funai and say that they're junk, but I think that most of these machines are pretty good. Like, there's no belts or anything on here. Here's the loading motor that operates everything. You know, direct drive through the gears. Forward search. Back to play. Reverse search. Everything's working. So another success. Nice, easy, quick, and dirty video on how to clean a dirty machine. Alright, I guess that's about it on this one. Nothing else really to show on this. It's fully functional, but I can take this off now because obviously it works now. This one had a feature called commercial skip, if you have the remote control. A 1-minute rewind too. But if you had the remote control, there was a button on the remote, you could click it and it would advance 30 seconds. because that's the length of commercial. So then what they started doing was they started putting commercials on that were a 15-second spot. And they'd run like 3 15s, right? Or a 30 and a 15 and a 30. So that you went to commercial skip and you always missed the show coming back because the TV stations got wise. And they would break their commercials up. They would run, 5 15-second spots, but do it twice as often. So they get the same number of commercials in, but they were broken up into shorter spots so that people that were trying to skip them would always miss the beginning of the show, and it would tick people off because they'd have to rewind back and they'd catch the tail end of commercials and stuff. So anyway, this one's all done. Thanks for watching.